TikTok, YouTube, and we're here having our office hours, and LinkedIn and Facebook, just talking about some of the basics of um, AI there too. So I'm just trying to get myself together there too. So as you come in, here is what I want you to. Well, let's go over what's going on this week. So as we come in, as we're doing, I'm going to go over the class. So this week we're going into what is AI, how can it transform your business, and this is what I'm going to be talking about today and giving some example. If you haven't joined the mailing list, please join the mailing list, because those who are on the mailing list, I am going to be sending you out the notes, the information, and let you know when I'm going to be going live. This one, I didn't do it today. My days have been backed up, but surely the email is queued up. I'm just giving people one more night because it's February 1st, guys. It's February 1st, and we're going over it. So we're going to go over what is AI and how can it transform your business. So I'll be showing you different things on how it can transform your business in the coming weeks. So for those who are on the mail list, and if you're following me on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on Facebook, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll be posting different clips and snips of how you're able to use AI in your business. So this is just for week one. And then we're going to go to week 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you have any questions, or if you were on the live workshop that we had this week on Zoom, please make sure you are commenting your questions in the chat so we can encourage you. So as you come, make sure you're sharing the live so more people can be able to come on in, because I'm going to be going over a couple of things today. So let me get right here. So when you're coming in, here are some rule of engagement. I want you to drop a hand emoji, wave in the chat. Let me know that you are here, that you're watching. Let us know where you're watching from, and share one task you wish AI could automate for you. Welcome everybody who is joining the live. I'm giving you all a moment because we're going to be here for an hour. I'm trying to get both things up together so I can make sure that we are good for to go. So making sure that both all my other platforms are getting. But we are gonna say what you wish you know about AI, how it can help your business. I'm gonna be sharing a few things today, but while you're in there, tag a business bestie and allow them to join with us so they can know, learn alongside with you, because this is about having fun, right? This is about having fun, learning, and we're just setting the tone. So even if you ask a question, remember, this is a judgment-free zone. No questions are too basics. Comment, drop the questions in the comment anytime. And then and if you're taking notes, let me know that you're taking notes by putting the notes emoji. If you're feeling overwhelmed, put the overwhelmed emoji so I can make sure I am able to do it. So what we're going to be doing during this, I have a quick poll that I would wanna. I don't know if I'm trying to be a little bit creative, but I think I lost most of the stuff I had before. Here we go. The poll is right there. So I'm going to put a quick poll up. Um, let's see, where is that poll that I have? I don't know. Clearly state your poll. Let's see. I don't know. I had a poll, can't find it. It's okay, not a problem. So we'll leave that for later on. So let's get into what we're going to be talking about today. So when I did the live session, trying to go to my notes on the other side of my computer. When I did my live session last week, and one thing that we noticed is that people were asking questions about getting started with AI. Getting started with AI, the most common questions we got, the most common theme was getting started with AI. They're unfamiliar with the technology, understanding its capability, and learning to put it into play, because there's too much AI is going out there. I'm trying to see if I can figure out where my camera setting is. If I can, so people can see me on. Let me double check. I don't know what I did. I had my camera on, and for some reason, I lost the camera face of myself. So on so I'll flip my camera around so y'all can see me. There we go. So some of the common questions are that there are people asking, okay, how do we use it? There's so much AI. How do we begin with that? And I would tell you, for me, I began with one. I began with one AI. I started with ChatGPT, and I started learning ChatGPT the ins and out. And one of the tips I can encourage you to do as a entrepreneur is take one of the AIs and then start playing with those AIs. And then find yourself in a community that people are not only learning how to use the tools, but playing with the tools and being able to, learn and share with each other. Hi, everybody who's joining in. Let me know where you're I'm watching in from. So I want to make sure that I'm sharing that information with you guys. So yes, there's a lot of AIs out there. There's over, I think it was 28,000 AIs. I'm trying to see. There's over 28,000 AIs available. And beginning, I know a lot of common one is ChatGPT, but my favorite AI lately has been Claude. And then I've been playing with a little bit of DeepSeek, a little bit, and now I'm going to be playing with Quinn. So there's like different AI that's out there, and I play with them. And then when I'm using them, I use them in tandem with other tools that I already have. So as a former educator, and when we had professional development, we would go in and be trained on different tools. So I'll be able to use Claude or ChatGPT or all the other thing, and then I take it and I'd be able to combine it and pair it with Canva, to do my presentation, or Gamma, so to do different things. So that is what I am trying to make sure that, okay, as you're getting it, that we're able to go over it. Some of the questions that we're going to be addressing in the next coming week is the main questions getting started, how to figure out what the tool is and what they are. So with ChatGPT, one thing I do know, and I know people say they want to know how to use it with proposal and grants and stuff like that. I use ChatGPT more for research because it's connected to the web. The writing style for me is not more is I feel like it's more detectable AI for me. It's not where I want it to be yet. It's not really completely natural as I like it, but it still works. And then when I'm doing my proposals and my grants and things that I need to have a deep work, like thought provoking and back and forth, I use Claude AI to do that. So I mentioned these two AI, and I'm gonna probably try. I'm gonna show these AI to you too. So let me just turn this camera on TikTok so y'all can see it. Let me flip my camera around, and I'm gonna go back in there. Just escape here so I can go in and share Claude with you guys. So here is my favorite AI. And I guess it's going to be talking because I love how it says, "Good evening, Marlene." So because and right now I have my text to speech on. So this is one feature that I use a lot, and you'll see it keep on texting, is when I am using my AIs, I have my text to speech on, so I'm able to just talk and not have to type. So with Claude, I use Claude in tandem with Canva. You can see that they're my most frequently used AIs. I mean, my tools that I have, these are tools. So I use them in tandem. I would use Claude, then I would go into Canva to design my my presentations or my ebooks or whatever it is. So Claude AI is basically CLAUDE is one of the AI. I like the way it process and it talks about the different thing. And if you look in my thing, you will see, okay, AI fundamentals for small business. Of course, I use this AI to help me refine this course that I'm doing. I know what I want to share with you guys, but for me, using the AIs help me put clear into perspective what I want to do and be able to articulate more the way I want to. Because if you don't know, English is not my first language. English is not my first language and that I learned. So actually, it's a third language that I learned. Is it third language? Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah. It's a third language I learned. I speak 3 or 4 languages. So, but with that tool, I'm able to do a lot. So one thing I loved, and this is what one thing I want you to try this week is to, if you have the text to speech, do a brain dump, right? So if you want to say, okay, we're going to do a brain dump for meal plans for this week, as you know, whatever you want to do. So you're able to say, you can talk to the AI and say, I want to do a brain dump. So we're going to be doing a brain dump. All right. So my brain dump will be for this problem process will be, okay, I would like to create a brain dump and organize my thoughts of what kind of meals I can cook for my family over the next couple of weeks. I have to have a little technical issue with my computer. Hopefully this works. My monitor is giving me issues. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's go back here. So I would like on Sunday to cook chicken and pasta. On Tuesday, I want to cook some rice, plantains, and on Friday will be a pizza night. So we're gonna make sure we order some pizza. I'm missing the other days. It's Friday. Skip Friday. On Wednesday, I want to cook, let's say, potatoes, broccoli, and lemon pepper. Peppers. On Thursday, I would like it's gonna be whatever's in the fridge day. So we're gonna do that on Friday, and on Saturday it will be let's see, grilled chicken, broccoli, a hearty salad with chickpeas. What I want you to do for me is organize this in a calendar, create a shopping list that I can buy some of the main ingredients, and um, also give me some additional tips of what I could add with that meal if I'm missing something for this meal. So I just did that with Claude, and here's what Claude gave me. So Claude gave me a whole list of. I'm gonna stop this text to speech because it's gonna keep on talking while I'm talking. It broke down the meal for me. So I have chicken and pasta, and I remember I put something out of order, so it fixed it to rice and plantains, and it gives some fresh garnish to ancho. It says potato, broccoli, and lemon peppers fresh fresh ingredient day. So it talk about that, and then it says flexible day and Friday pizza night. And it asks about it gives some ideas, and then it gave me on Saturday grilled chicken. This is already on. This is a well balanced meal, and it gave me a shopping list. Now, what I don't like about it is the way it's formatted. I want it if I wanted it in a if I wanted it in a table, say, can you put this on the table for me? Can you put this in a table format for me? And right now, it's creating a table. And the shopping list with a checklist right there too. So it gives me my meals Monday through Friday in a table, suggested additions, some preparation tips, And that's another stuff that they gave me. And I'm able to use that for my thing. So this is just talking about meals. And remember, I'm saying what's the implications on how you can use this for your small business? The same way I created the brain dump for this meal, you are able to create the same thing for your business. If this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat that this is resonating so I can know that this is adding value to you. Put some comments in the chat, a fire emoji. If you're going to try this, this is like, trying this brain dump because you're able to use this for your business. So you are able to do the same thing for planning social media contents, for organizing things that you have on your list. You can just sit there for a little while and just start thinking of all the things you need to get done for your business, have it organized for you by category, and then have it create a detailed step-by-step task guide of how to do it. And we're going to work through that through the weeks. But I just want to give you a brief look on my favorite employee. This is the best $20 I have spent for my business. This is the best $20 per month that I spent for my business because it leveled me up in so much that I was talking to a client today and I was saying how I have over 573 conversations with Claude, and that's only with this AI. I haven't shared what I have with the other ones. But let me go back to see. So I'm just sharing a couple of them. I'm going to go back and put my camera up. I didn't want to, I want to give like some short demonstration, but I also want to answer questions also. So if you have a question, this is your time to ask the question. And those who are joining, let me know where you're jumping in from so I can give you a shout out. If you say hi, I will say hi back. I like having conversation with everybody on here. I'm very social, although sometimes I get to the point where I want to take a break. But this is what we're doing. We're just talking about how we're using those tools more effectively in our business. I know I'm putting that on there. Let me just go back and share the screen with you guys, and you can see what I'm talking about. But we're going to go back to our thing. So if you're watching, make sure you put a hi emoji in there. So let's go over some of the questions that I received. I'm trying to make sure I go in. If you are taking notes, let me know that you're taking notes. If you are, wave hi. If you feel overwhelmed, let me know. If your mind are blown, put a mind blown emoji. But we're just coming back right here to, just to go back to what we're talking about, what is AI and how can it help your business? So let's get into this. So AI, remember, businesses that use AI see a 40% increase in productivity when they're using AI. So if you want to become more productive, use AI to help you throughout your business. It can help you with a lot of different things in your business. When you adopt the technology early, you outperform your competitors. And right now, we know that small business using AI see a reduction in cost from 25 to 30%, 25 to 50% when they implement AI strategically. So one thing I wanted to go into is like some of the questions I've been noticing that people have been having is like, okay, let me see which question I'm going to answer first. Let's see what question I'm going to answer first. Let's see. What AI is capable of. So I just showed you just a little bit about Claude of what it was able to do organizing. It's also able to do videos, it's able to do clips, even in Canva. Canva have AI too. So I don't know if everybody have this, but if you look in your and then you look on the side right here, right there on the side, it should have Canva AI. And on Canva AI, and I think my text to speech is still on Canva AI, what they're trying to do is you're able to brainstorm, write, create image designs on there. Although for me, the designs that they create is a little bit basic, but if you are struggling to design and you have this feature, you're able to create designs for your business. So, you know, if you want to create a design for a bakery workshop that shows kids how to bake cookies with their mom. So it could be a mommy and me baking class that's going to be hosted on a every Thursday at the Chic Bakery restaurant. You're able to create a flyer for that using Canva AI. So it said it's gonna get started. Said I create a flyer. So we're gonna create a flyer for the guy. I didn't tell it what to do. So here with the AI, you need to tell him what you want him to do. And right here, it is telling you what to do. Right? It's telling it's creating it for you. So for me, with that AI, they don't usually give the best output. It gives something, but you're able to start somewhere, right? You're able to start somewhere. So you have these, they give you four different choices. If we choose one of those choices, oh, I like this choice, or I can go back and see this choice. And they give you like two different options. You can go, and now this right here that I just saw, that was not there before. So this is one thing I want to share about when you're using AI. It's like sometimes you see things on there and then you say, oh my God, I wish it was better. And as they update the feature, they update the UI, and it becomes better. So if I say I'm going to choose this right here, I'm going to open the editor. Once you open the editor, the design is laid out for you, and all you would need to go and do is, just change the things around. So it talked about chicbakery.com. Probably that should be one. And it has some pictures on there. It says that, and then you can put your branding and stuff in there if you want to change it. And if you want to use it like that, you can, but it gives you a start. It starts you off. You don't have to start from scratch if you can't design. So imagine having to hire someone to come up with a concept, put it together for you, and then design it. And then so you'll have, one step ahead of the top game that you would not, and where you will have before. So here is some of the questions that I want to answer. It says, how do you know which AI to start with? Let me just turn my camera around. Let me just turn my camera because I'm going to turn my camera around for TikTok, and I'm going to put my camera on full screen for a little bigger for the YouTube. How do you know what AI to use? Just start with one. This is why I showed you two AIs today. I showed you part three. I showed you ChatGPT. I showed you Claude. I showed you Canva AI. Choose one of them and start playing with them. Don't overthink it. Start testing it out, having fun, doing randomness. Have fun with it, play with it, and be creative. You're not putting anything serious in it. Some people want to be like, I want to use it to make money right away. But before you make money with it, you need to play with the tool, right? You need to use the tool so you're able to get used to it, so it will be able to make you money. And you go, oh, I have an idea. Let me try this and this and this. When I first started with AI, I started with ChatGPT, and I just played. I just asked random question. I was in a group of community of people who were playing. I see how they play. I see what questions they're asking, and I keep on using it and I keep on changing it up. So this is one of the questions I was asked: like, how do you know which one to start with? And it says, what if I'm completely new to this? Okay, if you're new to using AI and you are scared, that is okay. That is okay. This is why we're doing this together. My whole hope is that doing it together with someone, seeing someone else use it, give you the confidence to use it yourself. So for me, that's what helped me. And this is what I want to do. This is why I'm providing the space. Playing with it. I'm showing so you can see the same exact example that I did on Canva, and you probably can still do the same example in Claude. I mean, in ChatGPT, and say, "Hey, I want you to design a mommy and me flyer that says that we're meeting every Thursday and it's for kids, and and the name of the bakery is Chic Boutique, and you just put it in there, and the text to speech feature has been saving my life because then I don't have to worry about prompting so much, right? And then the other question I got, I'm looking at my list right here on the side. How do you avoid getting overwhelmed? All of these questions stem by having a community. The question about how do I know where to start, and what if I'm new to this? How do I avoid feeling overwhelmed? The main source of that answer for me is finding a community that is actively playing with AI, right? And that is what you should be looking into. And I'm going to share that I do have a community that is actively playing with AI. Try to get back to where I was before. Let me go back here. Um, and that community is called 3T Leader Community. Why 3T? That's the question I want to address tonight too. Why do I call it 3T? And I'm going to put this in the screen. So if you are interested, you're able to join this community, but you don't have to. This is just if you need additional support and you like say, I want additional help. But if you're in the mailing list for the AI fundamentals, you're getting all of this free on social media. Learn as you go. But 3T leader community comes from the my company's framework of how we help clients and our mentees integrate technology into their business and into their lives. So the first T is transform your mindset. So first begin by transforming your mind. The second T comes from training. So right now I'm providing you some training, and it's having the training continuously. The training, once you went through it, you're gonna have to go through it again because there's always update. If you see people say that they're certified with this and this and that, they would maybe go through training a certain time, but if it was not up to date, it's probably outdated. So this is most of the time why I don't like giving out my replays or selling the replays. But some people ask for it and I sell it to them. But most of the time, if you don't use and go back and watch it within like the same week or 2 weeks and play with it and just get what you need from that, there might be an update from the company, and that information might be outdated. So you want to get the most recent information about the tools about AI. So the 3T leader community, the first T was transform your mindset. Um, Second T was training, training, and the last one is tooling up strategically, because you need to find the right tools for your business. You can't use the whole entire tools. You want to use tools that will help you through the process. So as we are going through this, so we have that, you have this community support. So if you're saying, I don't know how to use AI, there's a community there for you to use AI. Hey, Papa. So, as I was saying, I showed you Claude. Claude AI is good. I love Claude. It's my favorite employee. I showed you Canva AI, right? And the next thing I want, and then when we've talked a little bit about ChatGPT. So, and then you see, ChatGPT is not even one of my favorite ones here because it's like I don't use it as often as I used to before. So, where ChatGPT. So you are able to, one of the things I want to, what I do for those who are in my community, I'm giving them a tour through all the AIs. And on here, so I have GPTs that I have used, that I created. I loved a couple of GPTs that I created, or those that's already in there. And then I have my projects. And I believe if you have the free version, you don't have this capability, and double check to see if you have it. I'm not sure, but I know that if you want to pay, I have the paid version. So the project feature has been helpful because now I have a whole thing for my 3T framework, my leadership book, whatever awesome project I have, my nonprofit, and then you have all your conversation. One thing that I like that's different than Claude is like, if I had when that the added project, I'm able to take some old conversations that I have and then move them to the project. So I'm able to organize all my conversations a little bit easier. So maybe Claude will add that feature to their stuff. So that I'm able to organize my past conversation that goes under different category. But if you're feeling overwhelmed using it, that will be the best bet, is to find a community to help you through the process, help you answer the, um, help you build your confidence so you're able to use it, right? So let's go back a little bit. So I want to go over, um, I'm not going to stay too long if I don't see any questions. I just want to make sure I answer some of the questions that I had before. Some of the questions that I saw on there, people had technical issues and stuff like that. So, and then how to use for marketing. So those who had questions about like RFPs, and let me put my stuff on camera again. So if you had questions about RFPs, about how to write grants with AI, those are some stuff I will be teaching throughout the process of this course. So hopefully, if you're in the mail list, in the mail I'll probably give a little bit more detail, and then on my video will be like short clips of different things. But I'm debating if I'll have the capacity to have another in-person Zoom class again, where you can come in, and it'll be less formal than the first time, where you're able to, I'll be probably do like a short demo, and then have people introduce themselves, what they're learning, what some questions that what are some takeaway that they're having from the program, from the class. And then we're going into like the Q&A session of that, the AI fundamental for small business. I most definitely might have a second session where you come in and you're asking your questions, and I can just be answering some questions. But the whole thing is, you need to be in a part of a community that is talking about AI. You can't really do it on your own like that. So you have to be a part of a community that's talking about AI. So with AI, I have done grants, speaking engagements, writing proposal for government contracts with it. It's just depending. You need to know how to use it, because you can't just copy and paste. It's more than copy and paste. You need to know how to have that conversation with the tool, with the large language model that you're using, and how to use it for notes and stuff like that too. And I have one note I forgot to do for work, and I'm going to be using that to help me finish up the notes that I need to turn in for work this week. Right. So that's one thing, that if you are using AI, you can use it to help you finalize your notes, make your folders, make your different stuff that you need for that. Um, Funding options, for grant, business operation, contract and proposal. Even if you're going to write a contract proposal through AI, I would still have someone look at it. So I don't do my contract and proposal completely using AI. I probably can have it given a framework of where I need to write, but I have other spaces that I use, like Rocket Lawyers or something like that, to help me with stuff like that I know I need to be backed by a lawyer, because those things, a little bit, you want to make sure that you are on the up and up for as a small business. And then for content creation, that might be a whole class. I might do a whole AI fundamental for small business, with just focusing on content creation. And that might be like the 2.0, where we're just doing different content for your business, because there's a way to approach each of those content and the way to do it. If you look at my blogs, and I write a blog for the Minority GovCon Business Summit, and I need to put another one up there. But those blogs, I've perfected the prompt so well that I'm able to use AI to get the what I need from the for the blog, where I do little bit editing if I need to. Right. So I was planning to stay here for an hour. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay for the whole entire hour because I don't see any more questions on there. But hopefully, those if you want to watch the replay of this, you're able to go on our YouTube, Elaram Creative Solution. Basically, is this basically the, it's like right now it says Elaram Creative is like my username, but solution. If you look for Elaram Creative on YouTube, you'll be able to watch a replay of this session if you want to go back and watch it, because you can't, I don't think there's replay here, but I can get the video and download the video. But yes, so I probably will go into how you're able to use it for marketing, because that is a whole thing about how to create presentations, how to create marketing campaigns, how to create social media, things, and how to use it for your virtual assistant too. It can become a virtual assistant, so you're able to use that. And they're even in um, the Google Workspace and even the Microsoft Teams. Microsoft, they have their AI about to be embedded in there, where you can go in and ask things about what you have in your space there, so it can help you. Right? So, yeah, I'm coming toward the end. If you're watching this and you have any questions, I didn't see any questions in the chat, but if you come back and you go and do the homework assignment that we're going to be posting, introduce yourself. We want to know who you are and what are some questions you have. I had a poll I wanted to put up. I couldn't put it up, but your assignment, when you get your email, you get your assignment for the week. Please come back to TikTok or Instagram, not Instagram, or YouTube, or whatever platform you see the video on, and post your response on there so you can actively engage in that. Because we're coming to it. If you have any question about AI, let me know and I can just turn the screen and watch it and explain. But we're going into a phase where if you're not playing with a tool or you're scared of it, you'll be left behind. I don't want you to be left behind. I want you to make sure that you are using it, so you're able to do it. Oh, thank you for all the likes, Tara. Thank you so much, Tara. But yeah, make sure you're using AI, because if you don't use it, you'll be left behind. And for me, it has speed up my process. I went through the Goldman Sachs program, for the Goldman Sachs Black in Business program last quarter. And by using AI, it helped me finish the program. It was expensive. It was not expensive. It was a rigorous program, but because I had Claude as my co-creator during this process, I was able to finish my assignments, to dissect stuff. I didn't only use Claude, I used other AIs to help me conceptualize the stuff. So even with people who are using AI for the first time, you're able to use that tool to help you grow in your business, in your life, in professionally. So if you don't understand something and you have the documents, you're able to use that tool to help you grow, to help you understand, to have it break it down for you. So you don't have to live not understanding something. It will break it down for you. So I'm gonna be on next Saturday. I think one of the Saturdays might turn into I might have to make it that Saturday might be canceled because I have to go camping. I'm going camping. So Valentine's Day weekend, I probably will not be able to go live for office hours. So it might be like a Sunday. I might move it to Sunday, because I'm going camping for the weekend and I'm coming back on Sunday morning, and that's the time I'm going to take a pause. So, and we might have our class in between there. So if you want to join us on Zoom, make sure you sign up for the free mailing list. So this whole class I'm doing is free, There's no cost to it. The only cost if you want additional support and be a part of the community, you can do it, but you don't have to do that. That is not necessary. I'm trying to make sure I find the link for the academy so you all can join. But if you're not on there, here is your chance to join to get the first email in time. So basically, go to bit.ly / ECS Academy 25 and join the mail list. Is very straightforward. To join the mail list, I'm going to try to click on this and show you what you're supposed to do. I'm going to click here, paste and go. And this is how it looks. You just come in, it tells you everything. You put your name, your last name, your email, and you see the syllabus. And then as soon as you click that, you will get enroll. And once you enroll, you will get your first your syllabus. And then with the syllabus, you'll be able to then after you start getting more stuff. So it's there. This is part of what I do at Elram Career Solution. We focus on business development and most of our business development is like strategic implementations of tools. And one of our focus right now is artificial intelligence and all the other tools that go alongside of it. So I want to make sure that you are using it, that you're able to grow through this process. So if there's any questions at all, I think what I'm going to do is have one of my assistants put, ask a question. If you want to ask a question, the button will be right here, so you don't have to go look for it. You can just ask the question, click the button right there, and we'll be able to answer the questions in there. So even today's questions that I got, the list of questions I got, I use AI to figure out what people's were asking, and this come from our last time because some people said they want to use AI to figure out funding. People want to use AI for presentation, for documentation, for getting capability statement, for writing proposal in the RFP. So for a lot of contracts, so there's a lot of people who want to know how to use AI for managing different things for their business. And this is where I want to be. And if you just want to join because you need to stay up to date, this is the right place. One thing I like doing is binge learning about AI, right? And if you're interested in learning more, feel free to click, go on, oh, it's the wrong one. Go on to our link right here, go to type this in bit.ly / EC Academy. I can't put a link in my bio yet for some reason for those who are on TikTok. But if you are on the other platforms, that I'm Coach Marlene Paul on all platforms, and the business is Elram Creative on all platforms. You'll be able to find a link to our site, to our academy, so you're able to join and learn more about developing your business and strategically growing your business and using that to scale your business in 2025. All right, so my office hour is coming to an end because as a good professor, if no one shows up and my hour is done, or if there's no questions, I would not hold you for your time because I know some of you guys have other classes that you're taking, other class loads that you're taking, and I appreciate those who like the live. I'm trying my best to make sure I give back to you. There's no cost to this. Feel free to come and ask questions. I'm not doing a Zoom for next week, but most likely the following week we'll have another Zoom where you're able to come in and ask questions in person. But next week we'll have our Saturday Zoom, and it will be based on your interaction Monday through Friday. So there'll be some posts going out next week. Something, so make sure you respond below the post. If you can't respond, direct message me or send me an email at hello@elramcreative.com, and I will see what's going on because my filter was off for a little while. And I had to turn it was on. I need to turn it off so I'm able to get your comments through. And I want to make sure I'm able to support you the best way I know how. All right. Hopefully you have a great night, everybody. Thank you for coming on for our office hours, and I will see y'all next week, Saturday, for our next office hours. All right. Bye. So I will end my live on the stream up here. It will